Welcome to your final package, everyone. Alright, so today we'll go over the first and the second assignment in your final package of OCN History Grade 10. So assignment 1 is a reading called When an Icy Lake Covered Manitoba. This reading talks about the glaciers that covered Manitoba and how it created the geography of southern Manitoba that we have today, and there's also a story that goes along with it. So about 18,000 years ago, Manitoba was covered in glaciers. But about 12,000 years ago, the weather started to become warmer in the south and the glaciers began to melt there. They then created the lakes that are down there today. The shores of this big icy lake were the Pembina Hills, the Riding Mountains, and the sandy dunes of the Carberry Plain. So now the story that you'll read about is about two men named He Who Sees Far and Blue Sky. These men were from what is now North Dakota and Montana in the US. These two men hunted buffalo because the weather down there enabled them to. One day, visitors came and told them that there was a big icy lake to the north. These two men got curious and wondered that if this lake and the lands around it had good hunting and if they had any good resources. So the two men went on their journey, but on their way back, they had a little bit of misfortune and they lost a spearhead. 11,000 years later, archaeologists found the spearhead in Erickson, Manitoba. So it's a really interesting read. I really liked it. I think you'll enjoy it too. Go through the reading. You have a set of questions to answer after the reading, and then that is assignment 1. Your second assignment is called Masaki and the Flood. Masaki is a character or man or spirit of our Cree culture that is very complicated. Sometimes he's a man, sometimes he's creator, sometimes he's a spirit, and sometimes he's animals. I think this paragraph from the reading best explains it, so I'll read that. Masaki was a man with great powers, but he also had many of the failings of ordinary people. He could be creator or killer. He could be intelligent one minute and foolish the next. He could be generous and good or selfish and evil. Masaki didn't have a permanent home, and he didn't always hunt in the usual way. Sometimes he changed his appearance to a rock or a hummingbird, perhaps to hide or trick someone. He had a huge appetite, and sometimes he tricked others to get food for him. His vanity and greed got him into trouble more than once. He's a character that we hear of in many traditional stories, and with these stories we learn valuable lessons. So in this story, Masaki causes a flood because of his greed and anger, and he works with the animals to create a new earth. And from this, he makes the earth that we live on today. It's a really nice story. And one of the animals that you least expect to be the savior of the day is a muskrat. So read through the story and again answer the questions at the end, and then you're done assignment 2. So again, reach out if you need any help, and that's it for assignments 1 and 2, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.